Yo, what's up guys? It's it's MLG here and I'm back with episode 2 of the BCF rebuild series. Today, we have a slick new skin that I've took from the Grey Dog software forums. Also, the thumbnails you might have noticed are better than what they usually are. That's because my pal Tom did it, so his Twitter should be linked in the description. And if I forgot to link his description, you can't follow him, then I don't know, just follow someone like Kylie Minogue instead. And if I did link it, then drop him a follow and go on his most recent tweet and just reply with, haha, you smell, lol, bitch. Just tweet something like that, I'm sure he'll appreciate it. But also, for any of you Football Manager people, he does the TCS skin, that's really good as well. So, be sure to check it out. But, with all due respect to me pal Tom, you're not really here to listen to me talk about him. You're here for our series, and today with BCF we have the first show as I promised, but also we've had a few signings. Now I'm not sure if there's anything that states the signings that I've made. Is there anywhere? Nah, you see on TW there's a user log which says everything that you've done. We don't have this on this, which is a little shame, so I'm going to have to try and remember them. I do remember a couple of people, I will say. Hang on a minute. Search. We could be onto something here. Company, BCF, news type, hiring. Boom! I've smashed it. Yeah, if you can see, we've made some signings. The first signing we made was Nico Soldo, who will be debuting soon. He's the number 2 light heavyweight in the world. So, he's a big sign to make. He was also the light heavyweight champion at Sigma. We've stolen from them. And his next fight, as you can see, is against someone called Fabian Shaw in May. There is a Swiss guy in this called Fabian Shaw. Now, you might be thinking, and why is that important? Because that's the name of Newcastle's centre-back, and I'm a Newcastle fan, so that's a bit mad that he's already, like, there's a guy from Switzerland called Fabian Shaw who's already in this company that I was completely unaware of. Mental. But anyways, they fight in May. Shaw is the heavy underdog in that fight. And, yeah, excuse me there, he's been firing a lot of shots against Nico on social media, which is a bit of an interesting one. We've hired Norman McAskill. He's a 3-0 18-year-old heavyweight from Scotland. We've brought in a few people who are quite young, you know, some of the best young fighters around, because we want to build up, we want to get a few more men and bodies in the divisions. We have a 2-0 heavyweight from Swindon called Big Loz Lawrence Lamping, and he's a big boy as Loz. We have Michael Barley, who's from prison, I think it was. Yeah, he spent nearly all of his adult years in prison, but he's 0 for 0, 5'10", light heavyweight from Luton. We were going to let him get some wins behind him, but I feel like, if I remember correctly, Sigma might have went in for him, so we just offered him a contract to make sure that we did get him. But yeah, brilliant addition. Brian O'Flaherty is 4-0, 22 from Dublin, one of the big hopes of Irish MMA, so we've brought him in. We'll be trying to get him a few wins, and then if he can get some popularity going, we'll obviously take a couple shows over to Ireland. We've signed Louis Sora from Sigma. He was the lightweight champion there. He is the number 6 in the world. He's 23-5. A brilliant fighter. The first ever lightweight champion there. Can he win that championship here? He will be competing in a few months' time. Maybe like half a year. Jacko Landerweird has signed. He's the number 8 heavyweight in the company. 9-0. He's 26. He's from the Netherlands. And another good name. He's debuting against Konstantin Belaku at the May event. We've signed Russell McAfee, who is a Canadian, 20-8. He's moved over here, and again, we're going to let him get a couple of fights under his belt to see if he was worth bringing in, because I don't want to bring in loads of old people, and his record, whilst it is still positive, he has picked up 8 losses, but Sigma went in for him, so we're like, right, we'll make sure we get him. And we are also bringing Jazz Snide, who beat William Powell by knockout in 3 minutes 10 in a great fight on the British Large Local show. We were looking at him already. He was 3-0. He's very marketable. He's a big character. He is also a massive dickhead. If you look here, a lot of his attributes are very negative, but it's MMA, and Conor McGregor has a lot of negative attributes. attributes or personality traits. So did John Jones, and they're huge stars. So hopefully this guy can be like that for us, but he does look quite different to Conor McGregor, and especially to John Jones. He is absolutely a character as Jazz Snide, but he could be a great fighter for us. Now, with that said, I'm not sure what else we have to say. I know that Igor Orr was meant to be fighting tonight, but he broke his fingers and had to be replaced by Augustus Shurok against Tucker Plum. As you can see, that's there. There's a dollar sign there because we did have to give $800 inducements to Augustus because he was taking the fight on quick notice. Although he did offer to take himself. As you can see, we've got some other events scheduled. So Rob Baines will defend the middleweight championship against Henning Olsen. And the next show following that, David Webb defends the welterweight against Stephen Griffin. Fabian Shaw battles the debuting Nico Soldo, and we do have a big middleweight bout between Hans-Peter Schneider and Davis Spiro also on that card. And then Doug Hansen defends the lightweight belt against Tim Oldacres. But that's enough about future events and future episodes. I think right now what we need to do is run our event. Now, I don't want to show you guys every fight because if I did, we'd be here all day. So I'm going to pick 2 or 3 fights from each card that I want to see. I don't care about those. I do want to see Morgan batter this guy. I want to see if he's able to do that. And then I think after that, we'll just show the main attraction fights. So the opening bouts will be here in a second. Oh wow, it's what? Oh, never mind. I completely thought it was spoiling fights they were about to see there for a second. I got worried there. I really did get confused. As I say, I've only run a few shows and I haven't done that in about 6 months' time. But Stafford battles Percy Kacha in the heavyweight bout main event of the evening. Elsewhere on the show, Mills Mullaly returns from his defeat to David Webb. We also have Percy Barr returning. We have Vikram Punishment Sithalayan, and we have the Demon from Derbyshire, Andrew Rush. So most of those 4 have lost as well, so they're bouncing back from losses. The main event is Stafford versus Percy Kacha, 2 world-ranked heavyweights. I mean, I'm sure you can read yourselves. And Percy is the underdog in this one. Steve voted for him, but 6 people believe that Stafford will be defeating him. As Mills Mullaly battles Vikram Sithalayan in a ranked 2 versus 3 bout in our welterweight division. Vikram is the heavy favourite, 7-0 there. We also have Perry Barr versus Dave Lennon, the big dog, and it's a 6-1 favourite. Is Perry Barr over the big dog Dave Lennon. Charlie Oakley is a big favourite against Andrew Rush in a ranked 9 versus 10 bout. The first time they've ever fought. We also have Rupert Lennox, the guy from Gateshead, battling Eno Eigenen. And Rupert's a big favourite to win, but to be fair, I did want him to win because he's from Gateshead. Augustus Shurok battles Tucker Plum, and that's the closest fight we've got yet, but Plum hasn't won in 6 years. Wow, that's a long time. Shurok is the favourite there. Howard Persglove battles Morgan Wakari Wewa, and he's a favourite by a large margin. He's got a significant weight advantage. Expect a demolition there in Morgan's debut here. Ragnar Gunnarson versus Ats Kruglov. Kruglov, the heavy favourite there. And the opening bout will be Cyril Kamosi versus Dominic Oppenheimer. Dominic hasn't won in almost 4 years, and he's the heavy underdog tonight. So, I'm going to take a quick drink while this loads. Could have paused it to edit it, but screw that. As we start things off with Howard Persglove versus Morgan the Maori Wakawa. Why do I keep saying his name, man? It's just really hard. So, refereeing this bout will be some people. Right, we're going to stop the timer. So there's a pre-fight stare down, which is almost comical as Morgan has a significant height advantage. The fight begins. The throwing punches. Morgan grabs him. He's trying to take him down with a suplex here. You know, he's confused. He thinks it's TW. And the takedown's executed. It's 19 seconds in here. Morgan's taking the back. He can't get hooks in. and it looks like he's not going to be able to land too much damage, but he's starting to get several clean blows in, but again he can't get the hooks in. So Howard is defending himself. We're over 2 minutes 6 in or something like that. I think so. We've passed the halfway round, so yeah, 5-minute rounds. I should have said, God, this is an absolute shit show of an episode. Pierce gloves prevent himself from falling into even more serious trouble again, blocking the hooks of Morgan, but this one's been all Morgan so far. He blocks the attempt to roll him off the back. He's going for a rear naked choke and he taps him out in 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the round. No, wait, 3 minutes 33 seconds now in a decent fight. Morgan, the Maori Wakarawara, defeats Howard Pierce glove with that rear naked choke. And Morgan, he's given a speech. He celebrates starting his career with a win. He's visibly delighted. He gives a name check to everyone in his team of KO fighters, all of his various sponsors, all of his friends, family, and supporters. There's no doubt that he benefits from being interviewed. He knows the value of building name value because he is a very marketable man. What happens next? Because it's just some of the fights that we haven't seen, that we won't be seeing, so I'm guessing we'll find the results out later. This is now a number 2 ranked versus a number 3 ranked bout. Mullaly's number 2, Sithalian's number 3. I think this is welterweight maybe? I can't remember. Yes, it is. So we have a welterweight division bout. The referee is Richard Joyce. We've got 3 judges at the cage side as per usual. We have a boxer versus Pelwani, whatever that is. Mullaly's confident early on. Vikram's trying to take him down. He's starting to lab some jabs. He's going in for another takedown. So it looks like the Pelwani is a bit of a grounded style maybe. He's trying to take him down again. But Mullaly's grabbing the cage and that's not okay. You're not allowed to do that. That'll be a penalty. And if it goes to judges' decisions, that might cost him. Now, Vikram's going for another takedown. Oh, a big straight right. Mullaly's aggressively taking initiative. He doesn't hit his punches. Vikram's taking him down. Mullaly pulls guard. He's trying to isolate the leg. But again, Mullaly pulls guard. Round 1. Vikram takes a close edge. He takes a jab. Oh, Mullaly misses a vicious right hand. I'm really struggling to commentate. This is far too quick for me. But Vikram begins trying to pass guard and get a better position. The 2 men are now scrambling for position. He's going for the left leg. Sithalian winds up on his back, pulling half guard. Why is everyone's name so hard to pronounce? That was a big error now. Oh, going for the legs, handed the advantage to him. But Mullaly, he doesn't take it. He's trying to catch his breath. So maybe cardio isn't something that he's got in abundance. And so I guess that as this fight goes on longer, the heavy favourite Vikram will have the advantage. The longer it goes, the easier it's going to be for him. Mullaly throws a few strikes, but they're without venom. He's going for a submission. But Mullaly doesn't let him get the sweep. He throws a couple guards at Vikram. Vikram's going for another sweep. But again, he can't get it. So he's going for a lot of takedowns. But Mullaly has blocked a lot of them. Final minute of the second round now. Mullaly with a shoulder smash to the face and the upper chest. Vikram's going for a triangle choke, but it's blocked. Mullaly with a shoulder smash to keep him down. Mullaly clings very tight to him while using short strikes, trying to minimize the threat of a submission attempt. Mullaly gets pulled in tight, and that's the end of round 2. And as you can see from the commentary, 2 very different types of fighters. We're going in the final round, and as you can see, if Vikram has been the favourite and he's just edged it in the first 2 rounds, we're going in the final round now. Unless Mullaly gets a decisive finish, he's not winning this one. But the final round begins. Vikram's looking to shoot, but he can't get his way in. Mullaly with a jab, but he can't take a follow-up right. He's moving in close. He's quite confident, looking to throw some strikes. If he can keep Vikram up, then he's the favourite. But if Vikram can take to the ground, then it could be all over quickly. Again, lands a big right hand. He's starting to slow down a touch, perhaps conserving a little energy. We've seen 2 messages about Mullaly's stamina, no commentary about Vikram's yet. Vikram avoids 2 blows. He's quickly shooting on him, but Mullaly's left hopping away. Vikram's got a leg. He drives him up against the cage. He's looking for a takedown. He takes him down. Can he wrap this up? He's going for a knee bar, but Mullaly blocks it again. Again, he's going for a knee bar. About half a minute of trying to get him locked in a submission. Once he locks one in, it is over. He's going for an arm triangle now, but again, Mullaly blocks it. He's going for a knee bar. It's blocked again. We have a minute left now. Can Mills get up to his feet and hit a KO blow? Vikram attempts a knee bar by fighting the leg. He can't get it. Mullaly doesn't take any damage and the fight is over. And surely Vikram gets a victory. It's all three judges scoring it 29-28. Vikram Punishment Scythian is the winner by unanimous decision. Number 3 beats number 2 in the welterweights. Has that just earned a title shot for Vikram? It very well might have. A good fight there. As now we move on to the main event after Vikram praises Mullaly for his skill and toughness. Stafford Percy Kacha. A big heavyweight matchup. How will this one go? 2 kickboxers. Stafford again is the favourite. He's got 8 years on Percy. He's got 33 pounds on him, 4 inches on him. And not in that way, just height wise. Let's see how this one goes. Richard Joyce referees. And again, good 30 pounds heavier than him. That's a big advantage. A roar of the crowd as Stafford. And as this is in London, and of course Brixton is in London, the hometown fighter. The fighters touch gloves. They meet in the centre and start to strike. Kacha with a pair of left jabs, followed by a strong right hand. Both fighters moving to engage. A left hook from Stafford. Kacha with a nice one too. Both men trading some good blows so far. Kacha lands a left jab, but he can't hit the follow-up right hook. Along with a quick head kick there. Kacha immediately backs up against the cage and covers up. It looks like that last strike might have knocked him. Could this be over already? No, Alor tries to finish him off with that right head kick, but it misses by inches, narrowly missing. That could have been a huge quick victory there. Kacha having gotten the time he needed to regain his wits, he circles back to the centre. Kacha with a left jab and a right cross. Alor with a right cross. An exchange of strikes here. A counter jab from Kacha. A right hand from Alor as he missed the jab. Alor hits a... Kacha hits a jab and then can't hit the right cross. Both men stand in the centre, but neither gives or takes any real damage. Again, a few strikes engaged, but nothing of significance. Kacha with a left cross. Alor just about lands a head kick. End of the round is coming fast now. An exchange of strikes again. Kacha manages a counter jab. Alor with a left jab, but his big right hand follow-up misses. Alor's walking him down now. Kacha with a counter jab. And it looks like this round is all over. A close round as well, I will say. But 10-9 in favour of Stafford. Alor as round 2 begins. Kacha straight away attacking with strikes. A pair of jabs in the exchange to Kacha. A big avoidance from Stafford there. Avoiding both of the 2-punch combo. Both men move in the centre and engage. A left hook to Kacha. He finds a way past his opponent's guard. Lands a sharp 1-2 on the Brixton Butcher. What a cool nickname that is. I don't have a nickname like that. I'm not cool enough for that. If you've got a nickname, comment down below as neither fighter can land a good shot. They engage in the centre. Left hook. A right cross from Kacha. Kacha's stamina is starting to wind down a little bit. Quick exchange of strikes. Doesn't need anything, but it will harm the stamina of Kacha that little bit more. Alor looking to force a strike and exchange. Kacha with a counter left hand. A roundhouse body kick is dodged from Kacha. We've now passed the halfway mark of this fight. Kacha hits a jab, but is a right hand taken on the gloves. Alor with the left hand. Alor's definitely slow now. Both men's stamina is starting to lower. They come together and strike. There's a burst of strikes again. Neither fighter land a blow. Alor misses a right hook. Kacha can't hit a right cross. Sloppy fighting from these two now. Kacha misses the right hand following the jab. A quick exchange of strikes again doesn't lead to anything. Alor's stamina is getting lower and lower. Kacha's stalking forward, pressuring him. Can he finish this off late in the second round? Alor hits a counter left hand. Alor was equal to the 1-2. Under a minute left in the round. The two fighters exchanging strikes. 2 counter jabs from Kacha. Alor misses 2 quick punches. He's looking to strike further. A counter jab hits him. He hits a body kick on Kacha. But this one's surely going to be over in this round. But a good right hook. Both fighters meet in the centre again. And we fall into a sloppy clinch. As round 2 ends, a very even fight so far. Round 3 begins. Alor comes forward looking to force a strike and exchange. 2 left hands in the exchange from Kacha. 2 quick punches missed from Stafford. They come together and fight again. Some more strikes narrowly failing to connect. Again, Alor's stamina is very low now. Both fighters looking shattered. They look to clinch. Clinch from Alor. Kacha tries to take him down, but he can't get it. It's blocked by Stafford. And now Kacha's looking very ragged. He's breathing really hard. Again, Kacha looks to take him down. He hits it. Allah's on his back and pulls guard. Kacha's looking for a neck cramp, but Stafford remains calm, simply blocks the attempt. He's now smothering him with close control, stopping him from posturing up. Kacha again going for the neck cramp, but it's defended again. 2.5 minutes in this third round. And now Kacha again going for the neck cramp, but he can't get it. Surely it's time to look for something new. He tries to smother him, but he can't keep control. Kacha with a few right hands to the body. If he gets the breadbasket, that could be over. There'll be all stamina gone for Stafford. Stafford's trying to go for double underhooks, but it's not allowed. 1 minute of the round left. A few relatively weak right hands from Kacha. Again going for the neck crank. It's blocked again. Round 3 ends in favour of Kacha. And now it's round 4 of 5. Stafford with a left kick to the body. Kacha with a left cross. Both men come together and strike. A left kick to the ribcage from Stafford. A right hook from Kacha. Both men again going for the clinch. Kacha's trying to wrestle him to the ground, but he can't get him down. He's trying to take him down again, but it's blocked again from Stafford, who surely doesn't want to be on the ground for the entire fight. Because if it is, then Percy's got the advantage points-wise, which will be going into the final round. Stafford trying to take him down now, but it's blocked by Kacha. Both men going to the ground, especially because of the lack of stamina. That might be the best move for whichever one can get control. Kacha takes him down. Allah pulls guard. Kacha's looking very, very tired. He's going for a couple of punches to the body. Allah can't keep control. Kacha going for the neck crank, but it's blocked again. Kacha gets pulled in tight. He's not able to launch any attacks here, but he's going for the neck crank. It's blocked again. Double underhooks from Allah. He's in full control of him now. Can't land anything significant. He grabs Kacha, draws him in close. Round 4 ends. Another round to Kacha. And again, as we saw in the last fight, Allah realistically needs to stop him in order to win. His best bet for that is keeping him up on his feet. A good right hook from Kacha there. Both men again going for a clinch, and it looks like it's Kacha's fight. Kacha can't get the takedown as Allah wrestles his way into a dominant position. He's trying to complete the takedown, but it's blocked from Kacha. Kacha with a leg sweep trying to take him down. He takes him down. A great inside leg sweep from Allah. Kacha's left in guard. Kacha lies on top. He's smothering him. Going for the neck crank. It's blocked again. 2.5 minutes to go. We are halfway through the final round. Double underhooks. He's keeping Kacha from launching any attacks. Punches from Kacha, but he's not done any damage. Less than 2 minutes to go now. Kacha's left stand in front of him. Kacha's trying to secure a ground position now. He's caught in guard. He's going for the neck crank again, but it's defended again. I wonder how many attempts at that is now. Kacha doesn't allow him to get the underhooks. Final minute of the round. He's going for the neck crank. It's blocked again. Half a minute to go. Allah can't pull him in close. The neck crank again. It's blocked again. And that is it. It's all over at the end of the fight. Kacha again the better fighter in the round. The official scores 48-47, 48-47 and 49-46. The winner by unanimous decision is Percy the Edge Kacha. An average fight. They go the distance. They go all the way. Percy has a lot of respect for Stafford. Thanks to all his family, friends, support as his sponsors. Praises Stafford's toughness. And there are our results. We'll look at the prelims. Dominic Oppenheimer defeated Cyril Camus in a great fight, going all the way there. And I do believe that might have been Dominic's. Yeah, it was Dominic's first win in years, and he was the underdog in that bout. A decent fight saw Ragnar defeat Ats Kruglog. The guy Ats had been destroying him on social media. Ragnar gets the victory. Then, as we saw, Morgan tapped out Howard Persglove. If we look at the main card, Augustus Shurok stood in for Igor Ove, and he defeated Tucker Plum, going all the way, split decision, a close fight. Rupert Lennox from Gated beat Agonin. He got him with the TKO. A flurry of strikes ended that one. A decent bout in round 1. A great fight saw Charlie Oakley tap out Andrew Rush with the knee ball. He was heavy favourite, wasn't he? Yeah, he was heavy favourite. A great bout. Dave Lennon beat Perry Boss, so the big dog won. He got him with the knockout punch. I'm sure he was underdog. It was, yeah, he was the underdog. As we saw Vikram beat Mills Mullaly in a welterweight bout, going the distance, a good fight. And then our main event was average, which saw Percy Kacha defeat Stafford Law, again via unanimous decision. Commercial rating of 50%, that's fair enough, because that's just above where, no, That's weird. If we have a quick look, so basically it's in the middle of high-level regional, low-level national. Of course, we are a high-level regional company, so anything under 45%, and we're struggling. But a critical rating of 65%, so we'll gain popularity, so that's brilliant. So an exciting evening, which you'd love to see. 1,050 turn up, $129,369 made on gate. Our popularity increased by 2.4%. So fight of the night sees Charlie Oakley tap out Andrew Rush, who he also gets submission of the night, and the knockout of the night goes to Dave Lennon, who knocked out Perry Barr. Sorry, I nearly said Percy Barr. Yep, we'll leave with those. Earner of the night is Stafford, who lost in the main event. So Percy was only, what, the 6th highest earner, despite winning in the main event, which is interesting to see. So, poor lad, he didn't make as much as he would have liked to. Did we seriously only make $170 from that? Mad! We take an income or an intake of $170 from tonight by the looks of things, which is mental. That's not big money. If we look here, is there what's going on with him? Oh, why is your picture so like weird? Nakamura's happy to face that guy. We look at our mail, it says Andrew Rush, Dominic Oppenheimer, Howard Pearce Group. So a lot of people can be offered new contracts, so we'll look into that after the episode. I'll do that off cam. Libor Pudel is someone we're scouting. He's been booked at a European large local show. He's 6-1 in Czech Republic. He's someone we're looking at potentially bringing in. And Millie Golovanov is someone we're looking at bringing in as well. He's 7-1. Again, another fighter who could be something good. We'll update the rankings. I want to show you guys if that has changed as a result of those fights. If we look at the heavyweight division, Percy Kacha is up to number 2. Dave Lennon has swapped with Perry Barr, so he's up to number 6. Perry's down to number 9. Morgan has swapped with Ozzy Bentley, so Morgan is up to number 17. Percy Kacha, surefire number 1 contender for the heavyweight bout. Light heavyweight, didn't have any changes. The middleweight division, Charlie Oakley, Augusta Shorrock and Snuffy Fontana overtake Andrew Rush and Tucker Plum. Of course, Snuffy didn't fight, but Charlie Oakley and Augusta Shorrock were victorious in their fights. The welterweight, so Vikram overtakes Mullaly. That puts him in number 2, arguably top contender to David Webb's welterweight bout. Ragnar Gunnlaugsson overtakes Ats Kruglog for the number 13 spot in the rankings there. And in the lightweight division, Rupert Lennox is 4-0 here now, 10-0 in general. He overtakes George Astaire to go number 6. Dominic Oppenheimer has overtook someone. He's up to number 11 now. Gerard Nealing and Jeremy Spool overtake Enoch Igonen and Cyril Camus. That is it for our rankings. I can't really think of anything we need to look at financially. We've lost $8.5 grand this month, so ads and subs. 78 on that. I realised something I've done. I think I've cost us money, because if we look here, why would people get it on pay-per-view when they can get it on that? So let's take it off of there. So I reckon the next show, Baines vs Olsen, will make significantly more money, because obviously it's only going to be available on pay-per-view. Because who's going to watch it on pay-per-view if you can watch it for free online? So we will remove that one. Wait, no. We'll remove that one. There we go. I nearly took it off of pay-per-view. I'm making mistakes here. And finally, we remove that one. So we'll have a quick look at our next event. It's Baines vs Olsen. So Rob Baines defends the middleweight belt in the main event. Number 1 versus number 2. Two very hot fighters here. Who will win? Rob Baines is the favourite. We have Mark Bicknell versus Vic Milliken as well. Those two have been trading bars online. Anything you need to see in the prelims? not really. So thank you all for watching what has probably been an incredibly long episode. It's half an hour long. I've just talked for half an hour. No surprise that I need a drink. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one for episode number 3. Ciao.